White gloves, locked drawers, a room beneath the fashion floor. No cameras, no guests, only garments never shown. The archive smells of cedar and old silk, garment bags arranged by year and house. I pull a number box from the highest shelf. You watch without disturbing anything around. Inside a corset stitched with jet black beads, made for a collection never sold. I lift it carefully beneath fluorescent light, every thread carrying a story left untold. You ask why beautiful things stay hidden. I fasten the lid before I answer you. Some pieces gain their power from absence, some become ordinary once everyone can view. Inventory number, no public name, stored in darkness, still unchanged. Rare material, restricted room. Value rises when access is removed. Read the black label archive. Nothing here belongs outside. Every scene contains a secret. Every clasp was made to hide. Look without possession, learn without collecting. What remains beyond your reach can become the most affecting. I unfold a coat from 1999. Shoulders cut like architecture in the dark. You notice one small tear beneath the lining. I show the repair but never where it starts. A mannequin waits without a face, pearls pinned precisely down its spine. I drag the coat across the silent form and catch your gaze reflected beside mine. The climate system hums above our heads, keeping every fragile surface cold. You move toward a cabinet marked private. I close the door before your hand unfolds. Cotton tape, steel key, cataloged carefully, hidden stitch in a mark history. Sleeping in the dark, no replica, no second one. When the archive shuts, the viewing is done. Close the black label archive, let the garments disappear. You have seen enough to understand why rarity survives in here. Leaving untouched pieces sleeping, let the numbered boxes stay. The finest things do not announce why they cannot be obtained today. White gloves return to the table. The basement lights go thin. You leave through the service elevator. I lock the collection in. Still beneath the showroom, numbers behind the wall. A diamond waits in darkness, without belonging to anyone. The private jeweler closes at midnight. Shutters covering the avenue. I sit beneath a narrow inspection lamp while you unlock the viewing tray. Black velvet receipts, a loose stone, no setting, no chain, no name. You rotate it with silver tweezers. White fire travels across my face. I ask nothing about the price, you answer nothing about the buyer. The loop rests between two fingers. Yeah, you keep studying something else. A safe clicks open behind the curtain. Cold mechanisms turning in sequence. I remove one ring from my hand and place it nowhere near the diamonds. Cut clarity, a flaw invisible without magnification. Weight pressure, a perfect surface can still mislead. Call it carat zero. Something value cannot wait. No certificate can measure what keeps pulling you this way. Turn the stone beneath the lamp. Watch the colors separate. You understand precision, but you cannot grade this state. You bring out an emerald from Geneva, deep green, trapped inside a square. I hold it near my collarbone. Your practice hands become unusually still. The security monitor changes angles, showing us from somewhere overhead. On screen we look almost indifferent, which makes the reality more interesting. You mention inclusions under 10 hourglass. I ask which imperfections make things rare. You smile for the first time that evening and place the jewel back inside its case. The vault begins its time closure. Metal doors prepare to seal. I leave one fingerprint on the counter, the only trace not entered in your records. No hallmark, no receipt, no ownership to complete. No appraisal, no declared amount. Some forms of value cannot be counted. Leave it at carat zero. Outside every measured scale. Let the ledger stay immaculate. Let the calculation fail. Lock the emerald with the diamonds. Return the codes to their place. By tomorrow every jewel is accounted for. Accept the tension in this space. The shutter rises. Cold street light enters. You inventory every tray again. Nothing is missing. Nothing is missing. Projector humming overhead, dust turning gold inside the beam. Your silhouette cuts through the screen, then settles somewhere next to me. The midnight cinema has emptied out. Red velvet seats descend into the dark. I stay behind as credits disappear. You choose the row that leaves one chair apart. A monochrome actress fills the silver wall. Her mouth keeps moving without any sound. Your attention drifts away from her, landing where my crossed ankles touch the ground. The film begins to tremble in the gate. Old frames flicker over cheek and jaw. I turn exactly when the picture burns. You forget whatever scene you thought you saw. 30 frames and one goes missing. Your focus slips between transitions. No dialogue, no explanation. Just light performing on concentration. Catch me in the celluloid fever. Half in shadow, half exposed. Every second rearranges what you thought you almost knew. Watch the picture lose balance when I rise before the end. You came here for the story sea of heat. Metal reels unwind behind the glass. I lift a strip of film against the lamp. Tiny faces rushing through my hands. You enter without asking what I found. Standing close enough to warm the air. A damaged frame freezes beneath my thumb. I notice how carefully you stop right there. The reel snaps loose and circles to the floor. Black ribbon curling around polished shoes. Neither of us reaches down at first. Suspense becomes the only thing to choose. Burned image, white screen, something hidden in between. Loose film, dim room, one unfinished piece of you. Leave with the celluloid fever. Carry thicker in your sight. Every doorway after midnight will resemble this tonight. Let the closing credits vanish. There is nothing left to read. Some encounters have no ending, only images that repeat inside a dream. The projector finally stops. The screen returns to gray. I step through the emergency exit. You remain inside the frame. A red tower blinks above the hills. The broadcast ends at 2. After the final song, the frequency belongs to nobody. The radio studio smells of warm circuitry. Headphones resting near the console. I sit behind the microphone in darkness. Only level meters, color in my hands. You occupy the engineering booth, separated by thick acoustic glass. The on-air sign is already gone black, yet you leave the channel open. I slide one fader halfway upward. Breath enters the empty transmission. No melody follows, no station ID. Only a small human sound traveling outward. Your eyes lift immediately. Carry a wave, vacant band. Something invisible crosses the land. No caller, no request, just interference doing the rest. Find me inside the dead air, between the signal and the hiss. There is a second after silence, where the whole room starts to shift. From beyond the scheduled hour, past the songs you recognize. You might catch a private frequency that vanishes when named. I remove one headphone from my ear, letting the speaker fill the booth. Static grows beneath the distant station, voices from another country bleeding through. You adjust the game from behind the glass, careful fingers moving over green LEDs. I say one sentence without transmitting it, you understand from reading my mouth. Rain begins against the antenna windows. The tower light keeps marking intervals. I rotate slowly in the studio chair, watching your reflection across 3 monitors. At 3:17 the automation restarts. Commercials return without emotion. I'm mutable before the first announcement. Stand while the waveform continues without me. Red lamp, gray sky, one frequency passing by. Soft hiss, blue screen, a message caught between machines. Search for me inside the dead air, when another sleepless hour arrives. Move the dial beyond familiar voices. Let uncertainty ringing. Broadcast returns at dawn. You listen through the headphones after I am gone. Gate 47. Boarding delayed. The airport sleeps behind polished panes, 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 panes. Runway lights stretch into parallel lines. Blue aircraft resting underneath the fog. I sit alone beside a charging screen. Your suitcase stops across the empty aisle. An announcement breaks into 3 languages. None of them belong to where we are. You remove your watch and place it on the table, as if time suddenly traveled too far. My passport lies beneath the folded magazine. No destination visible from where you sit. You ask whether I am traveling alone or turn another page instead of answering it. Flights disappear from the board. Cities vanish one by one. Every delay changes direction. Every silence creates another connection. Meet me nowhere after landing. Keep this terminal unnamed. We can exist between departures without asking what remains. No address beyond the runway. No tomorrow on display. For one suspended hour, let the world stay far away. A cleaning machine moves through the corridor. It's rotating, light paints amber on the floor. Your gate changes without warning. You read the screen and still do not move. I order water from the silent cafe. Condensation running over my hand. You take the seat directly opposite, leaving every question exactly where it stands. Outside, an aircraft begins its taxi. White wings passing through the violet mist. I hear your boarding group announced again. You look toward the gate, then back at this. Carry on, window seat. One decision at your feet. Final call, closing line. Different cities, same small town. Leave me inside the departure lounge. A memory without the country. When another terminal turns quiet, maybe you will hear this frequency. Take your flight before the sunrise. Let the jet bridge pull away. We were never meant for arrival. We belong to the delay. Your aircraft leaves the runway. The windows shake, then still I finally open my passport. My destination stays concealed. The restoration room is sleeping. One lamp above the table. Gold cracks run through the portrait, like secrets under varnish. Cotton gloves beside the solvent. Oh, pigment waiting to be revealed. You stand beyond the canvas edge, watching every careful movement. I lower the brush into clear liquid, lift a century of smoke away. A hidden mouth appears beneath the surface. Your attention shifts before you speak. The clock above the doorway moves softly. Ventilation murmurs through the floor. I lean closer to inspect the lacquer and feel your focus settle on my shoulder. Thin layers, slow removal. Nothing beautiful reveals itself at once. One detail, then another. Patience changes what the eye can touch. Find me beneath the lacquer, where the old light still survives. Every layer you uncover leaves another one behind. Read the surface if you want to. Follow every golden line. The nearer you believe you are, the less the picture stays defined. A magnifying lens catches my reflection, splitting one expression into two. You move around the opposite side, careful not to disturb the work. I uncover blue beneath the black, a color no catalog describes. Your sleeve almost grazes the wooden frame. Neither of us corrects the distance. Outside delivery vans cross the courtyard. Morning, still hours from the glass. I replace the cloth across the painting before the final section can be seen. Covered face, unfinished eyes. A hidden color refuses daylight. Brush suspended, breath restrained. What remains concealed keeps its shade. Remember what the lacquer guarded, not the image shown beneath. Some impressions deepen quietly when they never reach completion. Search the frame for missing answers. Count the fractures if you like. I close the cabinet behind us before the room returns to white. The lamp clicks off, cold disappears. You leave with one restored detail, and everything else unclear. Lure keeps one lamp alive long after every shop is closed. Something opens after midnight that daylight never knows. Buckets line the tiled floor in rows. Dark tulips leaning toward the cooler air. I remove one thorn from a crimson stem. Your reflection moving through the refrigerator glare. You ask which flower survives the longest. I choose a bloom that lasts a single night. Its petals stay completely folded until the room has lost its final light. My scissors make a clean metallic sound. Green leaves falling quietly below. You reach to catch one before it lands. I watch your hand and let the moment grow. Some petals open only under pressure. Some fragrance deepens when the room gets colder. Nothing here needs to be permanent. Brief things can leave the strongest evidence. Study my night bloom theory. Watch the petals change their shape. What refuses afternoon may unfold when others fade. There is beauty in withholding. There is heat inside delay. If you hurry toward the blossom, you may frighten it away. I wrap like dahlias in ivory paper, twine circling slowly underneath my nails. You stand beside the register in silence, reading meanings hidden in the smallest details. One gardenia opens near the sink, its perfume heavier than before. I place it gently near your jacket, then turn toward the half-lit storage door. Rain begins against the shop front glass, the avenue becoming blurred and pale. You offer to wait until it passes. I switch the sign from open into blank. No roses promised, no bouquet exchange, no handwritten card with somebody's name. Only pollen on your sleeve and one rare flower you cannot keep. Remember the night bloom theory. What appears can disappear. Not everything that draws you closer was designed to remain near. Let the petals close by warning. Let the fragrance stain the air. You will recognize this evening whenever midnight flowers somewhere. The rain becomes a whisper. Delivery trucks begin. You leave carrying nothing. Still the scent follows you in. The dining room is emptied. Crystal waits upside down behind the velvet restaurant. Another building comes alive. I walk through the kitchen after closing. Chefs have left their knives in rows. Steam still clings above the steel counters. Sugar cooling into amber glass. You enter through the service corridor, tie loosened jacket on one arm. The front of house music barely reaches here. Only refrigeration keeps the rhythm. I steal one raspberry from a silver tray, taste it beside the pastry station. You watch the red disappear from my fingers, then glance toward the loading doors. No candlelight, no polished menu, no audience expecting elegance. The hidden side of luxury feels better when nobody performs for it. Freight doors open, numbers descend, fluorescent ceilings replace chandeliers. One floor lower, music disappears. Something quiet becomes more dangerous. The service elevator, skip the rooms designed to impress. Let the mirrored lobby keep its manners. I prefer what happens backstage. Press a button without telling me. Let the building choose the floor. Every level changes the atmosphere, and neither of us asks for more. We stop beside the laundry department. White sheets rolling through machines. turns longer. Basement air, cold upstairs. Two different worlds inside one address. No reservation, no table name. Only floors changing around the frame. Ride the service elevator, where the hotel loses its disguise. Leave the grand staircase for strangers. Take the route behind the lights. When the doors divide us later, do not turn it into a scene. Some encounters work much better in the spaces guests never see. The piano reaches ground. The middle parts. I walk toward the loading bay. You rise alone. A lighthouse turns once, then darkness returns. Radio weather speaks softly, while the northern horizon burns, burns, burns. The coastal road ends beside Blackstone. Salt gathering white along the rail. I stand beneath the rotating beacon. Your headlights cutting through the gale. The keeper's house has one room lit, an old receiver glowing amber green. You tune between abandoned frequencies. Voices breaking where the signal is weak. I move beside the fogged up window. Ocean striking cliffs somewhere below. You find one station hidden under static. A woman sings a phrase we almost know. Turn the dial a little slower. Lose the station, find another. Noise becomes a kind of language when the distance starts answering back. There is static on the coast tonight. Something calling through the interference. You cannot see beyond the water. Still you lean toward every fragment. Let the frequency keep breaking. Perfect signals feel too clean. What arrives in scattered pieces can become harder to leave. The beacon sweeps across the ceiling, bright for seconds, absent longer. Each rotation finds your profile, then releases it to shadow. I switch the receiver to shortwave. Numbers whisper from an unknown place. You laugh once, almost under your breath. The ocean answers somewhere beyond the cape. As I move farther out to sea, pressure dropping on the weather chart. You draw one line along the coastline, stopping where my fingertip already rests. White noise, salt wind, a transmission folding in far shore. Cold flame, nobody knows who sent the name. Unflash, then black. The lighthouse turns and brings it back. Keep the static from the coastline. Let it follow through the morning. Every clean station you encounter may feel strangely less absorbent. You will remember broken signals, beacon circles, weathered stone. Some attractions sound much clearer when they never fully resolve. The storm moves beyond the horizon. The receiver loses tone. I leave before the first ferry. The lighthouse turns alone. Harbor lamps drift on the water, engines tremble under steel. The last ferry leaves the terminal before the city knows we're here. I choose the open upper deck when pulling ribbons from my coat. You appear beside the stairwell with seawater shining on your shoes. Containers glow along the shoreline, red cranes move against the clouds. I keep my gaze beyond the railing, yet know exactly where you stand. A paper cup warms your fingers, mine rests untouched beside the bench. The vessel turns toward deeper water, making land look temporary. Salt air, low engines, awake unfolding behind us. Cold rail, warm breath, nothing stays where it started. Meet me where the tide line changes, past the harbor's final glow. Let the mainland lose its outline. There are places names don't go. When the deck tilts with the water, hold the silence, not my sleeve. Tonight belongs between two shores, neither arrival nor retreat. Fog gathers near the navigation lamps, softening the bridge ahead. You step beneath the covered section. When the first hard drops begin, I remain beside the outer rail, rain collecting on my lashes. You offer shelter with one gesture, I answer by moving closer to the weather. The captain sounds a distant horn, its low vibration crosses through us. For half a second our hands meet on the wet metal beneath the window. Then the ferry turns again, breaking contact without apology. Your expression tells the rest, the sea keeps all commentary. Black water, white foam, passing buoys, blink alone. One crossing, no address, a horizon without promises. Keep the changing tide line with you when the terminal returns. Let the harbor lights grow sharper as the unfinished moment burns. Soon the ramp will touch the concrete, soon the passengers will leave. But somewhere underneath the engines, that brief collision keeps its heat. The gates open, cars begin to move. I disappear into the harbor crowd before you choose a route. White clothes, locked drawers, a room beneath the fashion floor. No cameras, no guests, only garments never shown. The archive smells of cedar and old silk, garment bags arranged by year and house. I pull a numbered box from the highest shelf. You watch without disturbing anything around. Inside a corset stitched with jet black beads, made for a collection never sold. I lift it carefully beneath fluorescent light, every thread carrying a story left untold. You ask why beautiful things stay hidden. I fasten the lid before I pieces gain their power from absence. Some become ordinary once everyone can view. Inventory number, no public name, stored in darkness, still unchanged. Rare material, restricted room. Value rises when access is removed. Read the black label archive. Nothing here belongs outside. Every scene contains a secret. Every clasp was made to hide. Look without possession, learn without collecting. What remains beyond your reach can become the most affecting. Unfold a coat from 1999. His shoulders cut like architecture in the dark. You notice one small tear beneath the lining. I show the repair but never where it starts. A mannequin waits without a face, pearls pinned precisely down its spine. I drape the coat across the silent form, then catch a gaze reflected beside mine. The climate system runs above our heads, keeping every fragile surface cold. You move toward a cabinet marked private. I close the drawer before your hand unfolds. Cotton tape, steel key, catalog carefully. Hidden stitch, inner mark, history sleeping in the dark. No replica, no second run. When the archive shuts, the viewing is done. I close the black label archive. Let the garments disappear. You have seen enough to understand why rarity survives in here. Leave the untouched pieces sleeping. Let the numbered boxes stay. The finest things do not announce why they cannot be obtained today. White gloves return to the table. The basement lights go thin. You leave through the service elevator. I lock the collection in. Steel beneath the showroom, numbers behind the wall. A diamond waits in darkness, without belonging to anyone. The private jeweler closes at midnight. Shutters covering the avenue. I sit beneath the narrow inspection lamp while you unlock the viewing tray. Black velvet receives a loose stone. No setting, no chain, no name. You rotate it with silver tweezers. White fire travels across my face. I ask nothing about the price. You answer nothing about the buyer. The loop rests between two fingers. Yeah, you keep studying something else. A safe clicks open behind the curtain. Cold mechanisms turning in sequence. I remove one ring from my hand and place it nowhere near the diamonds. Cut clarity, a flaw invisible without magnification. Weight, pressure, a perfect surface can still mislead. Call it carat zero. Something that you cannot weigh. No certificate can measure what keeps pulling you this way. Turn the stone beneath the lamp. Watch the colors separate. You understand precision, but you cannot grade this state. the square. I hold it near my collarbone. Your practiced hands become unusually still. The security monitor changes angles, showing us from somewhere overhead. On screen we look almost indifferent, which makes the reality more interesting. You mention inclusions under 10 power glass. I ask which imperfections make things rare. You smile for the first time that evening and place the jewel back inside its case. The vault begins as time closure. Metal doors prepare to seal. I leave one fingerprint on the counter, the only trace not entered in your records. No hallmark, no receipt, no ownership to complete, no appraisal, no declared amount. Some forms of value cannot be counted. Cannot be counted. Leave it at carat zero. Outside every magic scale. Let the ledger stay immaculate. Let the calculation fail. Lock the ammo with the diamonds. Return the codes to their place. By tomorrow every jewel is accounted for, except the tension in this space. The shutter rises, cold street light enters. You inventory every tray again. Nothing is missing. Projector humming overhead, dust turning gold inside the beam. Your silhouette cuts through the screen and settles somewhere next to me. The midnight cinema has emptied out. Red velvet seats descend into the dark. I stay behind as credits disappear. You choose the road that leaves one chair apart. A monochrome actress fills the silver wall. Her mouth keeps moving without any sound. Your attention drifts away from her, landing where my crossed ankles touch the ground. The film begins to tremble in the gate. Old frames flicker over cheek and jaw. I turn exactly when the picture burns. You forget whatever scene you thought you saw. 30 frames, then one goes missing. Your focus slips between transitions. No dialogue, no explanation, just like performing on concentration. Catch me in the celluloid fever, half in shadow, half exposed. Every second rearranges what you thought you almost knew. Watch the picture lose its balance when I rise before the end. You came here for the story, now the story starts to bend. Projection room smells faintly of heat. Metal reels unwind behind the glass. I lift a strip of film against the lamp. Tiny faces rushing through my hands. You enter without asking what I found. Standing close enough to warm the air. Damaged frame freezes beneath my thumb. I notice how carefully you stop right there. The reel snaps loose and circles to the floor. Black ribbon curling around polished shoes. Neither of us reaches down at first. Suspense becomes the only thing to choose. Burned image, white screen, something hidden in between. Loose film, dim room, one unfinished piece of you. Leave with the celluloid fever, carry flicker in your side. Every doorway after midnight will resemble this tonight. Let the closing credits vanish, there is nothing left to read. Some encounters have no ending, only images that repeat inside a dream. The projector finally stops, the screen returns to gray. I step through the emergency exit, you remain inside the frame. A red tower blinks above the hills. The broadcast ends at 2. After the final song, the frequency belongs to nobody. The radio studio smells of warm circuitry, headphones resting near the console. I sit behind the microphone in darkness, only level meters, color in my hands. You occupy the engineering booth, separated by thick acoustic glass. The on-air sign has already gone black, yet you leave the channel open. I slide one fader halfway upward, a breath enters the empty transmission. No melody follows, no station ID, only a small human sound traveling outward. Your eyes lift immediately. Carry wave, vacant band, something invisible crosses the land. No caller, no request, just interference doing the rest. Find me inside the dead air, between the signal and the hiss. There is a second after silence, where the whole room starts to shift. From beyond the scheduled hour, past the songs you recognize, you might catch a private frequency that vanishes when named. I remove one headphone from my ear, letting the speaker fill the booth. Static rolls beneath a distant station, voices from another country bleeding through. You adjust the gain from behind the glass, careful fingers moving over green LEDs. I say one sentence without transmitting it, you understand from reading my mouth. Rain begins against the antenna windows, the tower light keeps marking intervals. I rotate slowly in the studio chair, watching your reflection cross 3 monitors. At 3:17 the automation restarts, commercials return without emotion. I mute the board before the first announcement and stand while the waveform continues without me. Red lamp, gray sky, one frequency passing by. Soft hiss, blue screen, a message caught between the machine. Search for me inside the dead air, when another sleepless hour arrives. Move the dial beyond familiar voices, let uncertainty remain alive. Maybe all you find is weather, maybe nothing answers back. Still your hand will pause a moment, when the Gate 47, boarding delayed. The airport sleeps behind polished pins. Runway lights stretch into parallel lines. Blue aircraft resting underneath the fog. I sit alone beside a charging screen. Your suitcase stops across the empty aisle. An announcement breaks into 3 languages. None of them belong to where we are. You remove your watch and place it on the table, as if time suddenly traveled too far. My passport lies beneath the folded magazine. No destination visible from where you sit. You ask whether I am traveling alone. I turn another page instead of answering it. Flights disappear from the board. Cities vanish one by one. Every delay changes direction. Every silence creates another connection. Meet me nowhere after landing. Keep this terminal unnamed. We can't exist between departures without asking what remains. No address beyond the runway. No tomorrow on display. For one suspended hour, let the world stay far away. A cleaning machine moves through the corridor. It's rotating light, paints amber on the floor. Your gate changes without warning. You read the screen and still do not move. I order water from the silent cafe. Condensation running over my hand. You take a seat directly opposite, leaving every question exactly where it stands. Outside an aircraft begins its taxi. White wings passing through the violet mist. I hear your boarding group announced again. You look toward the gate, then back at this. Carry on, window seat. One decision at your feet. Final call, closing line. Different city, same small time. Leave me inside the departure lounge. Your memory without a country. When another terminal turns quiet, maybe you will hear this frequency. Take your flight before the sunrise. Let the jet bridge pull away. We were never meant for arrival. We belong to the delay. Your aircraft leaves the runway. The windows shake, then still. I finally open my passport. My destination stays concealed. Deal, 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 deal. The restoration room is sleeping. One lamp above the table. Gold cracks run through the portrait, like secrets under varnish. Cotton gloves beside the solvent. Old pigment waiting to be revealed. You stand beyond the canvas edge, watching every careful movement. I lower the brush into clear liquid. a century of smoke away. A hidden mouth appears beneath the surface. Your attention shifts before you speak. The clock above the doorway moves softly. Ventilation murmurs through the floor. I lean closer to inspect the lacquer and feel your focus settle on my shoulder. Thin layers, slow removal. Nothing beautiful reveals itself at once. One detail, then another. Patience changes what the eye can touch. Find me beneath the lacquer where the old light still survives. Every layer you uncover leaves another one behind. Read the surface if you want to follow every golden line. The nearer you believe you are, the less the picture stays defined. A magnifying lens catches my reflection, splitting one expression into two. You move around the opposite side, careful not to disturb the work. I uncover blue beneath the black, a color no catalog described. Your sleeve almost grazes the wooden frame. Neither of us corrects the distance. Outside, delivery vans cross the courtyard. Morning still hours from the glass. I replace the cloth across the painting before the final section can be seen. Covered face, unfinished eyes. A hidden color refuses daylight. Brush suspended, breath restrained. What remains concealed keeps its shape. Remember what the lacquer brought in, not the image shown beneath. Some impressions deepen quietly when they never reach completion. Search the frame for missing answers. Count the fractures if you like. I close the cabinet behind us before the moon turns to white. The lamp clicks off, gold disappears. You leave with one restored detail, and everything else unclear. The florist keeps one lamp alive long after every shop is closed. Something opens after midnight. The daylight never knows. Buckets line the tiled floor in rows. Dark tulips leaning toward the cooler air. I remove one thorn from a crimson stem. Your reflection moving through the refrigerator glare. You ask which flower survives the longest. I choose a bloom that lasts a single night. Its petals stay completely folded until the room has lost its final light. My scissors make a clean metallic sound. Green leaves falling quietly below. You reach to catch one before it lands. I watch your hand and let the moment grow. Some petals open only under pressure. Some fragrance deepens when the room gets colder. Nothing here needs to be permanent. Brief things can leave the strongest evidence. Study my night bloom theory. Watch the petals change their shape. What refuses afternoon may unfold when others fade. There is beauty in withholding. There is heat inside delay. If you hurry toward the blossom, and ivory paper twine circling slowly underneath my nails. You stand beside the register in silence, reading meanings hidden in the smallest details. One gardenia opens near the sink, its perfume heavier than before. I place a gently near your jacket, then turn toward the half-lit storage door. It begins against the shop front glass, the avenue becoming blurred and pale. You offer to wait until it passes. I switch the sign from open into blank. No bouquet exchange, no handwritten card with somebody's name. Only pollen on your sleeve and one rare flower you cannot eat. Remember the night bloom theory, what appears can disappear. Not everything that draws you closer was designed to remain near. Let the petals close by morning, let the fragrance stain the air. You will recognize this evening whenever midnight flowers somewhere. The rain becomes a whisper, delivery trucks begin. You leave carrying nothing, still the scent follows you in. The dining room is emptied, crystal waits upside down. Behind the velvet restaurant, another building comes alive. I walk through the kitchen after closing. Chefs have left their knives in rows. Steam still clings above the steel counters, sugar cooling into amber glass. You enter through the service corridor, tie loosened jacket on one arm. The front of house music barely reaches here, only refrigeration keeps the rhythm. I steal one raspberry from a silver tray, taste it beside the pastry station. You watch the red disappear from my fingers, then glance toward the loading doors. No candlelight, no polished menu, no audience expecting elegance. The hidden side of luxury feels better when nobody performs for it. Freight doors open, numbers descend, fluorescent ceilings replace chandeliers. One floor lower, music disappears. Something quieter becomes more dangerous. Take the service elevator, skip the rooms designed to impress. Let the mirrored lobby keep its manners. I prefer what happens backstage. Press a button without telling me. Let the building choose the floor. Every level changes the atmosphere, and neither of us asked for more. We stop beside the laundry department, white sheets rolling through machines. Warm cotton fills the narrow passage, softening every industrial edge. You hold the elevator while I linger, one palm upstairs, two different worlds inside one address. No reservation, no table name, only floors changing around the frame. Ride the service elevator, where the hotel loses its disguise. Leave the grand staircase for strangers, take the route behind the lights. When the doors divide us later, do not turn it into a scene. Some encounters work much better in the spaces guests never see. The panel reaches ground, the metal parts. I walk toward the loading bay. You rise alone. The lighthouse turns once, then darkness returns. Radio weather speaks softly, while the northern horizon burns. The coastal road ends beside Blackstone, salt gathering white along the rail. I stand beneath the rotating beacon, your headlights cutting through the gale. The keeper's house is one room, an old receiver glowing amber green. You tune between abandoned frequencies, voices breaking where the signal is weak. I move beside the fogged out window, ocean striking cliffs somewhere below. You found one station hidden under static. A woman sings a phrase we almost know. Turn the dial a little slower, lose the station, find another. Noise becomes a kind of language when the distance starts answering back. There is static on the coast tonight, something calling through the interference. You cannot see beyond the water, still you lean toward every fragment. Let the frequency keep breaking, perfect signals feel too clean. What arrives in scattered pieces can become harder to leave. The beacon sweeps across the ceiling, bright for seconds, absent longer. Each rotation finds your profile, then releases it to shadow. I switch the receiver to shortwave numbers, whisper from an unknown place. You laugh once, almost under your breath. The ocean answers somewhere beyond the cape. A storm moves farther out to sea, pressure dropping on the weather chart. You draw one line along the coastline, stopping where my fingertip already rests. White noise, so when a transmission folding in, far shore, cold flame. Nobody knows who sent the name. One flash, then black. The lighthouse turns and brings it back. Keep the static from the coastline, let it follow through the lamps drift on the water, engines tremble under steel. The last ferry leaves the terminal before the city knows we're here. I choose the open upper deck when pulling ribbons from my coat. You appear beside the stairwell with seawater shining on your shoes. Containers glow along the shoreline. Red cranes move against the clouds. I keep my gaze beyond the railing, yet know exactly where you stand. A paper cup warms your fingers, mine rests untouched beside the bench. The vessel turns toward deeper water, making land look temporary. Salt air, low engines wake, unfolding behind us. Cold rail, warm breath, nothing stays where it started. Meet me where the tide line changes, past the harbor's final glow. Let the mainland lose its outline. There are places names don't go. When the deck tilts with the water, hold the silence, not my sleeve. Tonight belongs between two shores, neither arrival nor retreat. Fog gathers near the navigation lamps, softening the bridge ahead. You step beneath the covered section. When the first hard drops begin, I remain beside the outer rail, rain collecting on my lashes. You offer shelter with one gesture, I answer by moving closer to the weather. The captain sounds a distant horn, its slow vibration crosses through us. For half a second our hands meet on the wet metal beneath the window. Then the ferry turns again, breaking contact without apology. Your expression tells the rest. The sea keeps all commentary. Black water, white foam, passing buoys, blink alone. One crossing, no address, a horizon without promises. Keep the changing tide line with you when the terminal returns. Let the harbor lights grow sharper as the unfinished moment burns. Soon the ramp will touch the concrete, soon the passengers will leave. But somewhere underneath the engines, that brief collision keeps its heat. The gates open, cars begin to move. I disappear into the harbor crowd before you choose a route.